Welcome to the Maiden's Minute, episode 111. The future is now.
Welcome to the Maiden's Minute, a podcast all about helping you and your small business through expert marketing advice, helpful business tips, and inspiration to motivate and inspire you. Check us out online at marketingmaiden.com or on all social media at marketingmaiden. And for even more inspiration, follow us on Instagram at marketingmaiden. And now, let's start our show with your host, Meredith Sis.
Hi everyone, it's Meredith. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so excited that you're listening in and joining for this week's podcast all about the future of advertising and marketing. We've done some research and we found 3 really interesting new trends in the marketing landscape that I think you're going to get really excited about. These may be what you're advertising on in the future. These may be the different ways that you're communicating with your customers in the future. And they're just really exciting and new things to learn. So this week we're going to be talking a little bit about advertising on Amazon, which is a really, really interesting new tool out there. We're going to be learning about Facebook Spaces, which is Facebook's answer to virtual reality and how they're really pushing that. And the third thing I want to talk about is chatbots. I know everyone hears so much about chatbots and what they are, and a lot of people aren't exactly sure how to use them or what they are, but we're going to kind of break it down, give you a high-level overview to see if it's right for your business. So super excited about these 3 new kind of futuristic marketing techniques. We're going to dive right in. So the first topic that we're going to be talking about this week is advertising on Amazon. Now, we all know and love Amazon, but advertising is probably not the first thing that you think of when you talk about Amazon. Obviously, it is a huge retail giant. It is something that consumers truly trust. New statistics say that 8 out of 10 shoppers visit Amazon first to do research about the product before making a purchase. That's a lot of power that Amazon has, and they're starting to kind of explore that power in new ways. So they do just kind of base level advertising right now. We've all seen, the sponsored products, the sponsored ads when we go to Amazon. That's something that we're used to seeing. And this year, they're hitting about $1 billion in ad revenue, which is a really high number, but it doesn't make them an advertising giant. Well, a new report just came out suggesting that by 2020, so less than about 3 years from now, they expect Amazon to generate $20 billion in advertising. So that's a huge increase from $1 billion this year to $20 billion in a little over 3 years in advertising, which will put them right in the running with Google and Facebook, and who knows, maybe even take on Facebook or Google at that time. So this is a really exciting and really interesting new way to advertise your business, advertise your products. And Amazon's still figuring out exactly how to implement their advertising. They want to reach people who don't have a physical product. So they're trying to figure out specifically how to do that. So that's a trend that's coming and something that we definitely are going to keep our ear to the ground about. But as of right now, if you sell a product, if you have anything tangible, you need to be on Amazon. You need to be exploring their advertising tools. And you need to really learn a little bit more about what Amazon advertising has for you, because this is going to be advertising in the future. So many people trust Amazon. So many people use it as a really important resource. It's something that you need to make sure you're implementing in your retail business. If you do any type of online sales, you need to know what this is and how to use it. And like I said, right now, it's relatively small. It doesn't have a huge following. It doesn't have, they're still testing a lot of things, but they have big plans to make some huge improvements. So I think anyone who's into marketing, anyone who kind of, does marketing for their own business, or anyone who has just retail products and is interested in marketing needs to start looking at Amazon as one of the main competitors out there and learning their platform, because that's going to give you a huge competitive edge as they grow and as their advertising machine grows. So it's a really exciting trend to think of Amazon as stepping into a different part and doing more advertising, and something that when you don't have a tangible product, if you have a service or an event, you might be able to advertise on their platform. That's really exciting to think about and to see all the different ways that they're going to change and grow and what type of advertising they'll be producing in the future. And it's just a fun trend. It's where the future is going. And I'm excited to see exactly what that means. So we should all be listening and keeping our ears out for what Amazon can do for our small business with advertising. advertising. All right, and the next futuristic trend that I wanted to talk about is something that is so fun and really exciting, and that's Facebook Spaces. Now, this is a pretty well-developed idea at this point. It has a beta program out there. It's letting people test it. So this is something that is going to be moving forward at a very fast pace. And basically, it's Facebook getting involved with virtual reality. So a number of years ago, Facebook bought Oculus Rift. And what that is just a VR virtual reality headset. So they bought the whole company so that they could use it, develop the product, and put the Oculus Rift out there. And it's used for other platforms and other items, but Facebook is really taking that purchase, taking that brand under their umbrella and doing some great things. They're creating Facebook Spaces, which is basically a whole community, a whole space where you get to hang out with your friends virtually. So you create a little character, a little avatar of yourself, something that kind of looks like you, and you and your friends can go into this virtual reality meeting room where your two avatars are kind of facing each other and talking to each other, and you can pull up pictures, you can pull up vacation moments. Other people who don't have VR can join in, and they would kind of just look like a FaceTime picture frame with them moving in there. You can hand people stuff, you can write notes, you can sing songs, you can take pictures. There's so many cool things that you can do on Facebook Spaces. Now, this is really kind of in its infancy still, where they're developing it and they're having people test it and they're seeing how this is working out. But this is going to be a huge thing for advertising in the future. Facebook, you know, their bread and butter is getting money from small businesses, getting advertising dollars, and giving businesses a way to connect with their core customers. So you know that as soon as this rolls out, they're going to open up a way to advertise on that, whether your storefront is part of a VR space, whether you have space within your restaurant or coffee shop where they can interact and do other types of virtual reality activities, or maybe, you know, you just offer a coupon if they're going near your location, if they're looking at pictures of, you know, your destination area. There's going to be so many different things that you're able to do. And this is really exciting. It's nothing that you need to jump on now or you need to kind of know how to advertise yet, because they haven't released any of those details. But it's just a really exciting thing to think about what you could be doing with it. And it's really just fun personally to maybe get involved in this, where you can chat with friends who are super far away, chat with family where you're still connected through virtual spaces. So this is going to be something really, really big in the future. And virtual reality, you know, no one knows what that's going to be like. Is this something that is huge and it's going to be everywhere, or is it something that's not really going to take off? We're not sure yet, but it's still something very fun, very interesting, and something that you should check out. And you can just go to facebook.com/spaces. They have some interesting videos, some interesting information, all kind of details, so you can take a look and learn a little bit about what that is. So it's a really cool way that Facebook is innovating yet again. It's something that is going to be a really big part of our businesses going forward. And I think it's worth looking into and worth just kind of keeping your ear to the ground on this one as well. So great new marketing trend. It's definitely going to be the future. So check it out and make sure you think about the ways you can implement VR into your business. The final topic that I have for you guys today is one that I know you've heard about. It's chatbots, and truly is the future is now. This is something that a lot of, you know, sci-fi movies from the past talked about, a lot of predictions in the 80s and 90s about where our marketing and advertising were going has talked about this. And it's a really exciting and really fun thing that you can implement for your business. So I know you've already heard a little bit about them, but high level, chatbots are basically a tool that is created that has a human-like conversation with your potential customers. So we see this a lot. You know, you're pretty used to Siri on your phone. We're used to Katana on Microsoft. If you use any of the Google products, they have a voice command. Any of those would be considered a chatbot. Those are extremely sophisticated ones that can answer many, many questions. But on a large level, the Amazon Echo, Google Assistant, those are still chatbots. Now, on a smaller level, you may see this often by other businesses on Facebook and other, you know, maybe on their website, something pops up and wants to have a conversation with you. You may not be able to tell if that's a real person or an intelligent, human-like chatbot that's actually talking to you. So it's a really nice way to stay in contact with your customers. So no matter what time of day it is, no matter where they're located, located, they can reach out to you and speak with your business. And that's a wonderful, wonderful thing. It's a great way to be connected with your potential customers. Now, there are large scales, if you are having a company like Google or starting something like that, you would probably create your own assistant or your own chatbot that, you have the way that you want to. But most of us small businesses cannot afford the programming of a chatbot to that extreme, but we can definitely involve them in smaller ways, both on our website and on our Facebook page. So there's tons of resources out there, tons of information, but it's just a really cool way to connect with your customers. We see this most likely on social media. That's probably where you're going to implement your first chatbot. So no matter when someone comes over to your Facebook page, you can chat with them. You can have a full conversation. Some people expect this to replace customer service positions. You might have a chatbot that's intelligent enough to solve common questions of your users so that you wouldn't have to have someone manning Twitter, manning Facebook to answer those types of questions. You might be able to implement a chatbot there. You might also be able to implement a chatbot for your sales process. If people come to your Facebook page, they come to your website, and you think they're interested in some sale items, might be able to ease that conversation, might be able to talk to them, get them on the right path, answer all their questions, and actually use a chatbot in your sales funnel. So those are some practical ways which many small businesses are using these tools right now. The future of where this is going to be is extremely exciting. I think soon pretty much every small business will have a chatbot available to answer just the most basic of questions, basic user questions, basic open hour questions. All of those types of things are coming and something that you should definitely look into for your business and try out. See if this is something that will work for you. There's so many different options out there. There's so many different tools. I'm going to link to a few articles where you guys can go so you can get some more information to see if chatbots are right for you, but they definitely are the future of advertising, marketing, and customer support, and possibly sales. There's something that you can implement pretty easily, pretty affordably, and pretty, in a quick turnaround time, something that you could do for your business within, the next year. I think this is where we're really going to see chatbots grow and develop and become a tool that everyone uses. So they're super exciting. They're super interesting. And for the right business, they're going to become essential. So I definitely suggest that you research chatbots a little bit more to see if they're right for your small business. All right, guys, that was our podcast for this week. I love keeping them short and simple and just giving you guys the overview. I appreciate all of you so much for listening into my podcast. This is so exciting to kind of give you guys information, hear your feedback. I always appreciate it. If you need anything, just head on over to our website, marketingmaiden.com. Drop us a line, send us questions, send us ideas, anything that you want to hear in our podcast. We're always open to suggestions. And thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you guys next week.